2016. You're now under contract for a while. He's not yet. What do you want to see with his negotiations happen?
I want to see it get done. I want to play with him for the rest of my career. So, I'm excited to see what comes.
Lots of nose rings. What's going on? Dominique Foxworth in the house. Welcome, everybody. First Take coming to you live from above the Heineken River deck at Pier 17. Zeke is eating, and he says he wants the same for his quarterback. Those comments coming after he signed his $90 million deal. But let me ask you this, Stephen A. Is Zeke's huge contract a good thing for Dak's contract negotiation?
Well, I don't think it is, but I don't mean it in a literal sense like it's bad. I mean it in the sense that if you're Dak Prescott and you were asking for the $40 million, all of us know there's no way in hell you were going to get anyway. Certainly, this diminishes that possibility. The fact of the matter is, with Ezekiel Elliott on the field, the argument that was made consistently, particularly when you compare Dak Prescott to, say, a Carson Wentz, is that a Carson Wentz was asked to do more. In other words, drop back to pass, fling the football more. Your offense was predicated on the success of your passing game. Whereas with the Dallas Cowboys, they say all things go through Ezekiel Elliott. Now, you got to remember, you had Amari Cooper for the last 9 games of the season last year. You've got a new offensive coordinator in first-year guy, Kellen Moore, who's succeeding Scott Linehan. As a result, you're expected to throw the football more than you ever have before. So the likelihood is that things will modify just a touch, and we'll get to see more of what Dak Prescott can do. But the reality also is that if you're Jerry Jones and you're Stephen Jones, you're like, I got Ezekiel Elliott locked in. I've given out about $305 million to 4 different players over the last 5 months in contract. Over $185 million of those dollars is guaranteed, which is exorbitant and unprecedented, particularly for a guy like Jerry Jones. I couple that with the fact that I've got good draft picks, young players, by the way, who I've taken care of. I'm not really as worried about my future. So the money is there to give Dak Prescott. The question is, are you going to use Ezekiel Elliott's presence and how you're going to utilize him as an excuse not to give Dak Prescott what he was looking for? And if it wasn't the $40 million, it was at least a penny more than Carson Wentz is making. And I think that's exactly the excuse they will use to justify not giving Dak Prescott what he's asking for. It's no reason to be depressed about it. He's going to get over $30 million. But the bottom line is that's the excuse that's going to be used by Jerry Jones, in my opinion.
This is really good news for Dak Prescott. And originally I thought pay Ezekiel Elliott first. Like, spend your money so when you get to Dak Prescott, you can say we simply don't have enough left to pay you like an elite player. Because the truth is Dak Prescott's not an elite player. So he'll get paid the most out of anyone on the team. He'll have the highest average annual salary. He'll have the biggest guarantee because he's a quarterback. And because he has the potential to be an elite player and a champion. But he's not there yet. So I thought, that's a good strategy. Pay Jalen Smith. You already paid DeMarcus Lawrence. You don't have to pay Van Der Esch yet because he's on a team-friendly deal. Sean Lee's a little long in the tooth. You got a deal on Randall Cobb. So you can do this. You can pay Ezekiel Elliott what he's worth. He's one of the best backs. But Ezekiel Elliott was 2 years out, and he's not the best running back in football. And quite frankly, I think if everyone's healthy, and health counts, and he's been healthier than some, so that's to his benefit. But game-for-game basis, I don't know that he's top 5, actually. Like, I can name 5 guys who, if they're healthy, I'd rather have. But he's totally excellent. But 2 years out, they just reset the market with him after saying they wouldn't. So I actually think what this indicates for the Cowboys is that they have marked the guys they think we must have. I think Van Der Esch is one of them, but again, they don't have to worry about it. Jalen Smith and DeMarcus Lawrence on defense, we're paying those dudes. And let me tell you who we're paying on offense, the triplets.
Right.
There's Zeke, we're going to pay Dak, and by the way, Amari Cooper's been a solid citizen and just a good soldier. He's going to get paid too.
It's not just the triplets. They've paid just about their entire offensive line also, so They care about that also. And Byron Jones, the corner, is probably going to be the odd man out who's going to get free agency, and boy, is he going to get paid. But I think this deal works out well for Dak Prescott, in part because it's so long, despite the fact that we know that at the end of the contract, it's heavily loaded. Zeke's contract, that is, it's heavily loaded at the end of the contract. Having a long contract allows you to amortize the cost of the signing bonus and any guaranteed money over that whole contract, which allows for more room for Dak Prescott. But I think one of the big lessons that we can take from this is that nice guys finish last. And Dak Prescott has been being a nice guy to this team for quite some time, and he is the last one who is going to get his money. I hope that he gets it soon. It would be nice if they could get it before the opener, but that's likely not going to happen. But this is going to be something that's hanging over him throughout the course of the entire season, which I think is a problem.
But do you agree, like, to me, Stephen A., what this does?
I would challenge your argument only from the standpoint you just finished saying you disagree with my point, but I think you're making it. You're talking about nice guys finishing last. You're talking about the fact that he might have to wait. Couldn't that be potentially something that jeopardizes dollars again? We're talking, I mean, he's going to make over $30 million. But so we're not questioning that. I'm just saying, do you not think that because he's last, and because he's going to be taken care of last, that based on the situation that I outlined, that this could be a reason why he's not going to get what he's targeting?
Yeah, I think he's going to get what he's targeting. I think that the fact that he is getting paid last is a problem just because he's been playing under a rookie, not just a rookie deal. He was a fourth-round pick. He's been grossly underpaid for his whole contract. The problem is that he's not going to get it paid on time, not that he's not going to get paid what he deserves. He is as valuable to the Cowboys as just about any quarterback in this league is to their team. So they're going to pay him. He comes through in big moments. His QBR in the playoffs is quite impressive. So let's not pretend like he's some step below Jared Goff or somebody like that. He's not. He's certainly not.
Listen, here's the point. I'd rather have Dak long-term than Jared Goff, too. At this moment, Jared Goff's better than Dak. By the way, in every measurable way. He's better. Like, he's just better. And by the way, so is Carson Wentz when they're on the field, but Dak's also been healthy. This is what the big picture is to me, Stephen A. It's an indication. Like, no, he's not going to get 40 a year. But Wentz set the market, and then Goff reset the market. And to me, what this says is the Dallas Cowboys are fixing to have Dak Prescott reset the market. I think what this indicates is that Dak Prescott's going to get paid more than Jared Goff. I don't think he's worth it right now, but I think he's going to get it.
So you think, I just want to be clear, both of you think because Ezekiel Elliott got his money, that as a result, they're going to look at Dak Prescott and they're going to say, our three-headed monster as youngsters, whether it's Dak, it's Ezekiel Elliott. I could sit up there and say Jalen Smith instead of Amari Cooper, but that's debatable. My point to you is you're saying to me that as a result, that's going to be the impetus for giving Dak Prescott, letting Dak Prescott get more than Carson Wentz and Jared Goff?
I'm saying it indicates the way the Cowboys are thinking. They believe in their guys, and they are willing to reset the market even when they don't have to keep this thing together. And I think that's good news for Dak Prescott.
And I'm saying that the structure of Zeke's deal is what allows them to have the room to pay a guy like Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper a lot of front-loaded money in a way that they can't to Ezekiel Elliott. So I think the only fear of of Zeke signing a deal is that there's not any money left, but there's clearly going to be money left.
No. I'm certainly not accusing them of saying there's no money left because clearly there's money left. I'm here in Dallas. You read the Dallas Morning News today, and they're talking about how there's money left. So we get that there's no debate there. What I'm saying, though, is if you're looking at Dak Prescott, they're going to look at him and say, excuse me, you better than Carson Wentz, you better than Jared Goff. Because Ezekiel Elliott said, it was important for me to be the highest paid because I think I'm the best. Nobody's going to accuse Dak Prescott of being the best at the quarterback spot.
By the way, they better save some Van Der Esch money eventually. It's unreal.
Yeah. Zeke also has the longest contract. He's the only player in the NFL locked up through 2026. Dominique, great to have you with us, as always. Appreciate you. We will be joining Stephen A. in Dallas tomorrow. DeMarcus Ware, T.O. will be there. Much more First Take on the way. Both Le'Veon and A.B. in different uniforms this season. So will the Steelers be better off? That debate next.